One of the most embarrassing, I think, playing scenarios I've ever been, or one of the biggest mistakes I ever made, was about 10, 15 years ago, and I was backing some artists, some real B-list stars in their eyes artists a few years ago, and I had to play this rhythm with 16th notes, and I was reading the chart, and I wasn't the best chart reader ever, and I was playing along, and some of the bass drum parts fell on the left hand. We talked about that earlier combination between top left and bottom right, and some of them fell there, and I found myself really struggling and almost flamming between hands and feet, and it sounded pretty awful, really, really awful. So I realised I had to spend a lot of time with right foot and left hand on the kit, and indeed the opposites. A little exercise I devised recently. Now, everyone counts differently. I count completely wrong. Everyone counts 1 E and a 2 E and a with 16th notes. I've never been able to do it. I'm one of those weird people that's not plugged in properly, so I've never really been able to do it. I always count every single note as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, onwards and upwards, which is pretty tough, but I find it really, really natural. So we're going to take 8 16th notes, or 1 E and a 2 E and a. So it's simple like this. Very, very simple, almost day one of drumming. What I'd like to do is put a bass drum on the first 16th note. Now we could put the snare drum on the 5 or the 2, 1 E and a 2, and make it a groove. This is where my problem started, is my bass drum was falling on the 1 E, or the 1, 2 for me personally, see? Where the real problems started coming in. So I'd like to play the first note and then push it forward 1/16th note on the repeat, so you get this. With the snare drum in as well. Obviously we're playing 8 16th notes, so we can go right the way through to 8. Every time we play to the repeat, we push the bass drum forward 1 note, so you get . So all 64 notes, pushing forward with the snare drum. Sounds really cool, basic groove principle. By groove principle, I mean you can play the bass drum on any single hi-hat you want. If you want to strengthen your feet up, then we can basically do the same exercise, but we'll add bass drums. So we'll play the 1, the 1 E, the 1 E and. I'm actually, even just talking about it, I find it really difficult. For me, it's just the 1, the 1, 2, the 1, 2, 3. So please forgive me. So we get this right the way through to 8. What we're going to do is add the snare drum. So you get this. Right the way through. Now, for those guys that are really into their practice diary or improving, especially left foot, the best way of doing this is put your left foot on the bass drum and you play your hands on the floor tom and play exactly the same, and I guarantee the left foot will be so far behind the right. So that's probably where we need to be regarding getting a better player, because the ability of right foot is here, whereas the left is down here at the moment. We need to get them pretty much the same. So really fun lesson. I hope you enjoy it.